Hi, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, for another session about public speaking. Once again, I try to set it up by saying that this is one of the few free sites that's just there to give you some ideas because you're going to be one of our new educators this coming semester with the babies, as I call them, whether they're elementary, middle, or high school. You're going to be in front of the room. They're going to be expecting that you lead and teach them. So some of you may be a little terrified. I don't know about what school district you work at, if they're giving you any training, if you had any type of practice or practical, as they used to say it, but you're in there and they're there to learn. So public speaking is important for you. Maybe you're a new manager. Congratulations. Now you're leading people. Keep in mind when you bring your team members in, it should be about learning. Many sales managers make the mistake of having a plan of doing a training or some type of knowledge session. And because you just got a ring from your boss or an email from your largest client or whatever it may be, and that training or knowledge session turns into a beat up session because you're not hitting your objectives. Never do that in front of your team or a group. Do it individually. If you have called for a knowledge session, keep it to a knowledge session. That's your job to lead. The team is watching you. Is boss always going to blow up when they say it's going to be something about training or we're going to learn something and you go off the hinges? You're losing your team. Or maybe you just wanted to be a public speaker and then the COVID hit and now you're reduced to this too. We still can use this thing of the internet. It's not the same. I would totally agree. We love to see, look in the eyes, hear the reaction, the nonverbal. But for now, this is what we have. And for the speakers that are currently doing it, you're always trying to see whatever you can pick up. But we do this for free. I've done a couple of speeches on some great organizations that can help you, that if you have the ability to pay, whether it's a 2-year, 4-year institution, there are specialty schools just on public speaking, you will find them out. Just put them in your favorite search engine and you'll see what they offer. Or I've even done a little talk about, hey, I don't want to pay for any of that. What tips can you give me that I need so I can go out and start doing my thing? Great. You don't have to pay for it. But the key thing is, hopefully you have the courage of your conviction to at least continue to practice on a timely session. So quickly to unpack it for today, I received an email and the person pretty much said, how do you get to speak in front of a large group if you're new or if you're afraid? That's a normal, typical question. My answer will vary depending on what you actually want to learn. If you wish to overcome the fear of public speaking, then you'll be joining a large percentage of the population. Nothing new. We did a class on that, who find it scary and they want to conquer their fears. So if this is what you're referring to from your email, I would, one, tell yourself that you're excited. It's about your ability to let the group, the audience, the class know that I can overcome this anxiety or this fear. And they're looking at your body language. They're trying to see how you're going to get them excited about whatever your content or your message is all about. Enhance them by pumping up your favorite music, tunes, people have walk-in. I don't know what your style is, but if you're trying to get people to watch your show, and that's all it is in front of the room, you're the main attraction. I'm trying to educate. I'm trying to leave you with something as far as a message. So how you do it is up to you. But if you're not getting them excited about it, it's not going to work. Another thing I would suggest, your body language. When you look at control of your body language, good speakers know how not to show that they are terrified. Anyone does that. Any musician, any entertainer, sure. Are they nervous? Everybody's nervous. That's a good thing to have those butterflies in your stomach. But when it's time for the show to go on, yeah, you do your thing. I would suggest there's been a couple of TED Talks dealing with body language and how you need to position yourself. We even talked about it on a few lessons there with that. So whether you're looking at moving left, center, right across the stage, or staying in one place and using your body still to control the room, there are techniques of how your body language can help you drive home that message. Learn breathing techniques. That's right. And visualize. I'm thinking already about how successful the outcome's going to be. Breathing brings everything down. Remember, your heart's racing, you're pumping, you're trying to get through this material no matter what you may have. Slow it down. People, in a sense, get nervous. They're dancing with their feet, they're moving their legs, they're shaking a certain way. You're throwing your audience off. So just find a way to breathe, bring it down, and you'll find out that it'll do extremely well. My final piece of advice would be, please make sure you know your subject matter area. Practice. And once again, if you've never seen me speak, I always say practice. That's why we call ourselves champion strategies. In order to be a champion, we have to put in that extra time. So in this case, whatever your content is that you want to deliver, practice. I remember when I started to speak, it was at small groups, and you'll be amazed if you continue to give that content message and people get what you're trying to get them, that small group will start to grow. I encourage you, please develop your skills and speak as much as you can. Whether it's free, whether it's to your family, whatever it may be, the more comfortable you are in front of a group doing these things, the more comfortable you're going to be. And the money, if you're looking to do this as a career, will come. If you're a teacher, their grades will improve. Always keep in mind, let the parents and guardians help you out with that. But Brandon Hardison for today, giving you a couple of tips. We'll come back tomorrow with another one. And as always, in parting, make it a champion.